Hey mamas, welcome to the Mom Chat Show where we talk all things motherhood and we keep it real, raw, and honest. And me and my new besties, we're ready to share it all with you. Yes, you heard right. All of it, the mistakes, the trial and errors, the ups, the downs, the emotional roller coasters, and the happy times too. So if you're ready to laugh, cry, learn, and just have a good time, then this is your podcast show. You're my people. Let's chat. Hey, mamas. Welcome to another mini mom chat. I am so excited because it is Mother's Day. Yes, girl. I hope that you are celebrating yourself. I hope that everyone is loving on you the way that you deserve to be loved on. If you're a single parent, you deserve this day. If that means eating some chocolate, a little bit extra more than normal, if that means kicking your feet up for a couple seconds, if that means having a spa moment, baby, do it. You deserve this. And this leads me into the topic of the day. Take the break. Oh my goodness. As moms, I don't know who came up with this idea that taking a break is selfish or taking a break means that you're doing something wrong and you should feel guilty or it's not as important as the other things on the list. I don't know who came up with that idea. I don't know if we mentally just came up with this idea that, we don't need that time and everything else needs to be done and we just start going haywire. I have no idea. All I know is burnout is real. Exhaustion is real. And it creeps up on you very easily, like extremely easily. Believe me, I'm talking from experience, honey. It is no joke. And I've learned over the years that when I don't take the break and I ignore the fact that I'm really tired, I start becoming snappy and it's just like, everything annoys me. My husband could breathe wrong and I'm like, oh my gosh, why is it so loud? Help me. And he has done nothing wrong. It's literally my body showing me that, girl, you're tired. You're frustrated. You need a minute. So I've had to reset my brain to understand that yes, this may feel uncomfortable, but which uncomfortable do you want to feel? Like, do you want to feel uncomfortable being frustrated or uncomfortable with just trying to understand how to relax and take a minute? I think I will choose the second one. So it is going to be uncomfortable in the beginning process. I would be lying to you if I said it doesn't feel uncomfortable in the beginning. But the more that you do it and you allow yourself to just be like, okay, I deserve this. Okay, I need this because I need to feel like myself for a moment. I need to be able to enjoy my kids and not feel like this is an additional chore. And that's not to say that you don't love your kids, but I do feel like we have those moments where we're so tired and drained to the point anything that comes your way feels like a chore and it feels draining and it just makes you feel agitated, even if you truly want to feel excited because you're so tired. So it's okay to admit that. It's okay to admit that you have moments where you don't want to be around your kids or you don't want to play or you don't want to, watch a cartoon. It's okay to admit that because I honestly feel like, and this is just my point of view, that we were not meant to be around our kids 24/7. And that's not saying we don't love our kids. It's not saying they're not beautiful, special beings. It's saying that you deserve to feel human and you deserve to have time for yourself to take a breath and have a moment to get your thoughts right and laugh about something that's not mom involved. It's not a mother situation. It's a me situation. And I like to do the situation. It's okay to admit that. And it took me a minute to learn and accept that it's okay to feel that way. Because I used to beat myself up like, oh my gosh, I'm not supposed to feel this way. I'm not supposed to want time with myself. I'm not supposed to, tell my kids that I need a break or I need a minute. I'm not supposed to say those things because I'm supposed to feel happy about every second, every minute that I'm with my children. And in actuality, that's not reality. It's not real, And I had to be like, okay, I love my babies, but I love me too. And that means I have to take a minute to figure out what's going to make me feel good today so that I'm able to show up the way that I would like to for my kids, the way that I would like to for my husband or my friends or my family. But I can't do that if I haven't had time with myself and I haven't had a moment to just make myself laugh or make myself feel excited about something that I like. So it took a minute to admit those things and to actually walk in that process. Because I lost myself. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you. I lost myself for a minute. And I feel like, honestly, a lot of the times we don't realize we've lost ourselves. And I guess that's why it's called lost yourself. You don't notice it. um, but I didn't realize that I didn't have a hobby or didn't know what show or thing I would like to do because we change. We change from before we had our kids, after we had our kids, like we're constantly changing. The problem though is that I honestly feel like we don't give ourselves a chance to get to know or be aware of the actual changes. So we don't know what we like and we don't know what we want because we haven't taken time to really figure that out or even try new things to say that we like that. So I had to take a minute to kind of be like, okay, maybe it's time to give myself a shot on exploring things and trying things and having fun with new things and being excited about change because change is scary. I know like everyone promotes like change, but honestly, the word can even just give you anxiety a little bit. But change is beautiful, but it's scary at the same time. It's honestly kind of like motherhood. Motherhood can be scary going into it, but at the same time, it's beautiful. So I feel like change is kind of in the same category in a sense. It can be scary, but when you decide to just go ahead and go into it scared, it is so worth it. And I allowed myself to go into it blind. And believe me, it was horrifying, but it was so cool because I got to see that, for one, I like to go to gun ranges. Who knew? I mean, granted, I should have known. I'm from the country, but I did not know that. And I would have never known that if I never tried it. Like I figured out that I love riding horses. That was something I never experienced as a child. Like I would have never known that. So give yourself a shot. Give yourself a moment to just take a breath and to try new things. It doesn't have to be as drastic as mine, but it could be simple as going to a new restaurant and trying a new food, like, new culture of food, like Indian food, like different things like that, and just exploring and seeing, do I like that? Do I like those type of spices? Maybe I'll add that to my new cooking process and recipes. You never know what you're going to like. Give yourself the chance to try. Start small because I feel like small gives you the chance to be excited and also see like a shift from it. Sometimes we reach too high and then it doesn't work out and we're like, okay, I don't see anything from this. We start to kind of like lose interest. So try small, like a small, tiny thing that is still meaningful to you because it's for you, but at the same time, it was a change. And you can literally just write that down and say, I did it. I did this for me. And it was cool. And I feel bomb. And I'm going to celebrate this moment. I don't care if anyone else is excited because I'm excited. And that matters, right? How I feel matters. So try small things and just allow yourself to embrace change. Because I feel like as mommies, we We are like the queens of doing routines and sticking to that routine because it works, honey. And I'm not breaking up my routine because this is my thing. I do it this way and I got it. But I'm here to tell you to shake it up a little bit. Doesn't have to be everything because sometimes when we do too much, it can cause us to panic. It can cause us to become stagnant and not do anything and a whole bunch of other stress that we don't need. So just add yourself to the list. Add one thing in your routine for you. You don't have to change everything else, just one thing that you can say, this is for me. I'm excited about this thing and I'm going to do it this week and it's going to be amazing. Honestly, you may be a little scared, you may be a little fearful. And if you feel too scared and that's going to potentially stop you from doing it, bring a friend along that is supportive. That is a huge thing. Don't bring friends into this journey if they are not supportive of you creating this space for yourself. And you want people that actually are going to root for you. Allow yourself to be open to change. And I say all this because I don't want us moms to get into this pattern of, I'm just a mom. You are more than just a mother. I hate when I hear people say that. Moms are the hardest working people in the world. So take the just off. If you are a stay-at-home mama, you are doing lots of work. Don't ever underestimate that. If you are a working mama, you are still a boss and you're doing a lot of work too. Own that. Being a mama is hard, right? And that means that it makes it sometimes harder for us to show up for ourselves. So allow yourself to purposely make time for you. And I'm saying purposely on purpose because I want you to get into the pattern of seeing yourself as a priority. I honestly feel like we do so much. Our special others, our family, our kids, anyone that needs nurturing, we provide it. And I feel like we should be celebrated almost every single day. So this is a way for you to celebrate yourself by adding yourself into the list of the things that you do already. Mentally says, I am just as important as everything on that list. This list is important and I'm important too. So I'm on this list too. And everything is going to get done on this list. And that includes time for me. Even if that is 10 minutes, that 10 minutes matters. If it's 5 minutes, that 5 minute matters because you matter. So take advantage of that time. I don't care how long it is, how short it is time for you. So really be excited about that time because it is important. And that time and that break, we need breaks. We are honestly always working 24/7 in our brain. Like I always say, our brain is like that constant rat on the wheel and it's just going and going and going. We're sleeping, it's still going and going. We wake up, still going. So we need to have moments off of that rat race to allow ourselves to just be like, oh gosh, I feel so good. I feel so happy. I feel so peaceful. This was amazing. Like, think about that. Do you have those words in your vocabulary? Because honestly, I can tell you from like majority of my first years, probably all the way up to 5 to 6 years of motherhood, that wasn't really a part of my vocabulary. I never noticed it until I kind of started to pay attention to myself more and realize that, I'm not giving myself as much as I thought I was. I'm not giving myself as much as I need. And these moments are not happening as much as they should. So think about that. Think about, like, am I taking any breaks? And if I am, like, are they really giving you what you need? And if not, that's okay, girl. This is work in progress. Motherhood is work in progress. And honestly, just being adult is work in progress. Like adulting, oh my gosh. The title alone is like, ugh. So imagine going through it, obviously that part's kind of like, ugh, too, and that's okay. Don't be hard on yourself. It still takes me some time to reevaluate myself and my needs as well, because like I said, we're constantly changing. So you're going to have moments where you're like, I like that at first, but I think I like this now. And that's okay too. Now you get to try something else and you get something else to be excited about. So allow yourself to be okay with shifting and changing and learning and growing and getting to know you, because it's exciting. And that makes the journey of being a mom and just growing through this process more exciting. So I hope me talking about my chaotic journey and the happy parts of my journey helped you in some way, because like I said, for a minute there, I didn't notice half of what I'm telling you now. And I'm so grateful that I learned it and I'm using it and growing. So I hope that it helps you grow and you learn and you get the nourishment from loving yourself. It's amazing. It feels so good to feel love from yourself. It's just like a different feeling that honestly, I don't feel like anyone else can give you. Their love is amazing, but your love is just a whole nother level. So get to know your love and what that looks like and how it feels. Because I honestly feel like you're going to fall in love with you and it's going to be amazing. And I want to hear about it, honey. So, come back to the messenger. But I love you all and I hope that you enjoyed this mini mom chat, and I will be back again with another one. And like I always tell y'all, don't be stingy. We don't do that over here. Share, let your friend know about it, and maybe they can get something from this too. All right. Love y'all. Bye. That's it, mamas. Thank you so much for spending a little time with me on the Mom Chat Show. And I would love to connect with you more. So to make sure of that, click that follow button and also follow us on Mom Chat Show on Instagram, where I will talk to y'all again next week. Bye, mamas.